So you want to be a YouTuber, huh? Well, what all does that entail? What comes along with being a YouTuber or putting yourself out there in the public eye? Now, I started my channel a long time ago for different reasons, and I don't want to get into all of that, but for right now, I've made this change in my life where I decided, or I kind of was forced into getting sober, but now I want to make this change in my life, and I want to be an honest person. And one of that is I'm making YouTube videos again, and it's helping me just get things out of my head, and I'm putting myself out on a public platform. And of course, it would be great to have millions of subscribers and be able to be in the conversations with Joe Rogan and Theo Vaughn and Andrew Huberman and Rhonda Patrick and all these great people that are out there. And but they're just people, and they just have opinions, and they have research, and they have all these different things that we do. But we're in the conversation, but it's in the public eye. But what comes along with that? A lot of scrutiny, a lot of haters, a lot of challenges. And for me, I've been turning my life, my will in my life over to God, and I'm trying to do the right thing whenever I can. And I'm trying to speak from the heart when I make these videos, and I'm trying to be as elegant as I can. Now, maybe some of my titles of my videos aren't, but I didn't understand what all this entails. Now, whenever you put a goal out there, whenever you say, this is what I want in my life, and for me, I would love to be in the conversation, and I would love to have millions of followers, but it's not really a big goal of mine. But I am putting myself out there on YouTube, and I want to be in the conversation, even if it's just in my own little corner. But whenever you put a goal out there, and it's a change in your life, like it's going through with me right now in this sobriety journey, God tests you. He says, do you really want this? You say you want this, but your past actions for the past 2 years have been, you've been doing cocaine and drinking alcohol all day, all right? Do you really want to be honest? Do you really want to put yourself out there and tell people about this and be vulnerable? Because you know what people are going to do? When you express your opinion or when you say certain things and you try to help and teach people, people are going to tell you you're wrong. Like when I talk about cardio or when I talk about kettlebells, negative comments. How are you going to be able to handle this? This is just the tip of the iceberg. If you get popular, what then happens? All right. Doesn't matter what you do. You won't even have the time to respond to all the negative comments. I'm responding to them, and I'm having a little bit of, engagement with people. But I mean, what are you going to do then? And so for me, I didn't realize what all entailed with that, because I thought I was just going to stay in my small little corner. I really didn't think that I was going to gain that many subscribers. And now it's starting to grow. I find it's a great practice for me to make a video every day or almost every day and just get something out there to talk to the world and engage with people. But that challenge comes in, and it's that test from God. And this is a testing point, because for me, to be able to deal with stress, it's someone attacked my character, someone made a video about me. How am I going to respond to that? How am I going to, in my thoughts and in my actions, am I going to let that stress and that pressure get to me when this guy made a video and completely twisted my words. I mean, imagine Joe Rogan, people just twist their words and put them on news media. And I'm like, I'm just this small little channel, and this stuff is happening now. Well, you better learn how to handle that. If you want to be in the public eye, this is going to happen even if you're Jesus Christ reincarnated. Even if you say everything right, people are still going to be able to manipulate it and twist it. So how are you going to deal with that? And I'm really happy with the way that I've been dealing with things. Again, this is not due to me. It's due to the practices of the 12-step program that I'm working. Like I said, I talked about in my video, the DUI that I got completely changed the trajectory of my life. I was ready for change. I just didn't know how to change. I didn't really want to change, but I was ready for it. I was willing. I'm listening to the message. It could change this afternoon, but I am trying to do my best to stay on that path. And with that, again, I'm getting outside my comfort zone. I'm talking about things, but as these things go in your life and you say, I want this, I want more for my life, let's just say. And God goes, well, you haven't wanted more for the past couple of years. Do you really want it? And tests you. Do you really want it even if there's all these challenges? Do you really want it if people are going to talk shit no matter what you say? Do you really want it? And for me, I want to be in the conversation because I love to talk. I have an opinion. And I just want to talk and I want to be in, but I think that say this all the time, start your own YouTube channel. Everybody needs to be in the conversation. If you have something to say, I think I have something to say. Now, most people don't agree with what I have to say, but at least I have something to say. And so I want to be added to the conversation. And that entails that I'm going to get a lot of backlash. That entails that I'm going to ruffle some feathers. That entails that I'm going to get negative comments. That comes along with a lot of stuff. Do you really want it, right? Do you really want to become what you want? And you have to pass those tests. And as of right now, I'm noticing that, I'm not running away from these things in my head. Like normally I would run away to drugs and alcohol. I would want to get away and get out of my head. And right now it's only inspiring me to do more because I want to show people that you can be strong, you can be stable, you can be honest with each other. Whereas a lot of people out there, they're not being honest. And this is sad. And I want to be that person, one of those people that's out there speaking the truth. Yeah, I might not get everything right all the time, but at least I'm telling the truth. I'm looking into that camera lens and I'm telling you how I feel at this moment. I'm telling you my opinion. I'm telling you what I've learned. I'm expressing myself. I'm not just trying to get views so that I can pump the algorithm. I'm not just trying to tell you what you want to hear. I was guilty of that in the past. Like I said, when I first started the channel, it was not based off of me expressing myself. It was a means to an end. I wanted something out of it. I wanted to grow a following so I could make money. I wanted to grow a following so I could sell programs or sell books or whatever. And I still might do those things. I don't have intentions as of today. Maybe I would want to write books, but I like the conversation of things. I would love to do podcasts. I would love to do speaking engagements. I like to talk. And that's why I'm doing this. And I want to be in the conversation, the world, the global conversation, the online conversation, and hopefully in-person conversation. But that's what I want. And I got tested and I'm going to get tested even more because God says, do you really want it? And I think this is an important thing for people to know. Anytime you try to change something, you get tested. I see it all the time with my clients. They say, I want this change in my life. I want to lose weight. I want to get strong. I want to get fit. And then boom, something happens in their life. And they're like, well, I don't know if I can do this. And I talk to them about this. Now, some of them, something comes up so big, but they wanted something, a challenge came. It happens a lot. The initial steps are very rocky. And that's why I have to tell people, I'm going to be with you every step of the way. A lot of times they try, and then something happens and then they go right back to their old pattern. I talked about this yesterday with the health and fitness industry, the obesity epidemic. People, they have these little challenges and they go right back to where they were before. It's too confusing, it's too hard. We need more people who are out there just telling it how it is, being honest and willing to lend out a hand and showing them that, hey, this is to be expected. It's expected for these things to happen. It doesn't just happen in your health and fitness. It happens with anything in life. Anytime you make a decision, you're going to get tested. Do you really want it? And if you really want it, you'll be able to persevere. You'll be able to take those hits. You'll be able to dust yourself off and then keep going. So when you feel those challenges, if it's something that you really want, don't back away from them, all right? Stand your ground and keep moving forward. That's all we got for today. See you next time.